What's going on, guys? I'm sorry I didn't get a video out to y'all Saturday morning. I meant to do some filming last Thursday and my phone was dead half the day, I guess, and I didn't get around to it. And then Friday and Saturday we had our first kind of plant sale, I guess, here at the nursery for the spring. And Friday and Saturday were kind of honestly really busy. You know, over the last year I've done social media, really picked up the pace on Facebook, making reels, and just being more active overall for our business. I guess for the business side of things, really, advertising what the products we grow and offer are. And honestly, I saw so many new faces Friday and Saturday, and I'm just so thankful for that. Some of our customers may watch our YouTube videos that I put out, and I'm gonna try to put out 2 days a week. I probably need to make an conservative effort to film on Thursdays, because Fridays are kind of busy. But I'm standing out here on our grow pad, which is where most of the selling action happened over the weekend. And these blueberries in particular, so I got 4 different types here that I went and picked up about 3 hours south of here. I've got powder blue, I've got premier blueberry, I've got an Austin blueberry, and then I have some Brightwell blueberries. All these blueberries are rabbit eye variety blueberry plants. Getting $10 a piece for them, or they can get 5 bushes for $40 bill. I sold 156 bushes, just pots like these right here. I sold 156 Friday and Saturday. Another plant though I've been growing over the winter, I've handled these far too much. Really barely breaking even on these pots, if you want to know the truth. But these beautiful flower baskets right here, $15 a piece, I probably sold 40-ish, between 40 and 50 pots over the course of Friday and Saturday. Something else actually surprised me. I sold about 2 or 3 flats of broccoli and cabbage plants. They're still young, a little bit young, but you see here I've got my tags all printed up and whatnot. But 4-pack for $3 on them, sold a good many. So I also had some onions for sale. I even started selling some pot mix. That was one thing that also surprised me, not to mention the flowers and blueberries. The bales of soil that we're using this spring, been selling those for $45 a bale. I think we sold 13 or 14 bales, almost half a pallet of soil. So I'm definitely going to have to work on getting some more of that in for the spring, because, you know, we're still just in February, and nursery season, gosh, mid to late, I would say mid-March until probably April 20th or so. That's when it's going to be slam-packed, busy. Flowers, go. It's going to be pretty busy, and we'll be open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Right now, we're just doing a Saturday only for the month of February. I did do last Friday kind of because it was our opening day. In the last video or video before that, I mentioned that we were getting a bunch of plug liners in. We got those in last week. I was missing a few. I'm kind of disappointed. If you're in the nursery business and you buy a lot of plug liners in, North Carolina Farms has been disappointing me lately, and I'm probably just going to scratch doing business with them. Because I'm just not happy at all with their plugs, the shipping, anything. If you're not familiar with what a plug liner is, this is what I would call a plug liner. This is a 100 count plug tray. So all these are connected. There's no packs. It's just a straight 105 cell count tray. This particular plant is a Crazy Tunia Night Watch. You just pop the little plugs out just like that, and these are what they call a Elipot, I do believe is the name of these little deals. You see here it's kind of got a little casing on it, but that's what a plug liner is. We got in 35 of these, and some of them were 288 count plugs, not just 105 count. So on top of selling plants and stuff, we've been very busy potting things up. We got in a little over 4,000 plugs, so that's a lot of potting up to do. To start with, we started on our sweet potato vine hanging baskets. We have some perennial verbena hanging baskets. I think those are going to look really nice. Tons of coleus. Now I'm disappointed in the coleus. I think these are going to come out of it, but you see a lot of them are kind of got the tops broken out of them. Not really the best looking plants to start with. We have some nice impatiens there. I think we got about 15 flats of impatiens. Here we have some Dusty Miller, some more coleus and some 6-inch pots, some nice citronella. Only thing we lack planting now is we have a ton of Calibrachoa and petunias. We have 10 trays, so 1,000 plugs of Calibrachoa and petunia to plant. This Monday now, we got them in last Thursday. And then we have some angel wing begonia to plant. I stepped into the other greenhouse. It's kind of toward the end of the day. I'm about to quit work for the day. We planted about 700 trade one perennial plants today. My feet are tired, to say the least. But this greenhouse here is going to fill up very quick because we have lantana coming at the end of the week. I think about 300 pots. Each one of these little sections is about 100 pots. And if you're unfamiliar with what a trade one is, basically it's an oversized 6-inch pot. It's a 6-inch pot, just a little bit taller. 3 quarts, I think, is what it holds. So we planted, excuse me, Barney. So we planted some black-eyed Susan or Rudbeckia. We have blanket flower there. We've got some tick seed. This right here is yarrow. We've got salvia plants. Echinacea or coneflower. Then also we have lavender. That's going to be a neat one as well. Then we've got perennials that we already have, like in hand, that I've been growing. They look like dead plants, I guess, right now, but they're alive. We've got some panicle hydrangeas. We've got some macrophylla hydrangeas actually growing right there, and then tons of limelight hydrangeas. Something else I'm experimenting with is daffodil bulbs in these pots here. We hung up a ton of petunia baskets. We're trying to make more space in our other greenhouse, but I'm not ready to put these outside quite yet. They're very nice hanging baskets, though. Are going to be. Of course, we have our seeding still coming up. I'm having problems with a mouse. He dug up a ton of cayenne pepper seed right there. A ton of marigold seed as well. But we still have a lot of nice seedlings. Basil there. Nice looking herbs right here, by the way. Nice. These herbs are ready to go. This is dill. That right there is cilantro. Then we got oregano. We got some tomatoes there. Celosia. Everything pretty much in the greenhouse grows very quickly. I'm fixing to put these tomato plants outside to make them quit growing all together. Nice broccoli and cabbage plants. There's just a ton going on. And I'm going to try to bring y'all back tomorrow, Tuesday morning, as we plant our petunia hanging baskets. Because we have a lot more of those to plant, probably a couple hundred or so, 150 or 60 at least of those. And then some 6-inch pots as well. The opportunities for plants are just endless, and that's what I love about it, compared to any other type of agriculture, I guess. Good morning, guys. So back at it. I don't know where we left off yesterday evening, but now we're planting hanging baskets. So these are the hanging baskets we use, and we're planting calibrachoa and petunias. Well, these are all calibrachoa. So we use this, obviously use the Sun Grow professional growing mix, and we have I've got a couple of these big bins. I ain't sure where I got them, but I've had these for several years, and it's like a 14 bushel bin. It'll hold 2 or 3 of these compressed bales once they're expanded, and this is how we fill up all our potting trays, baskets, and all that. If you see here, we have all these different plug trays of different calibrachoa and petunias. This right here is the baskets we've been planting. If you'll notice, we have calibrachoa, we're doing 4 plugs per basket. The petunias grow quite a bit more aggressively, so we're only doing 3 in a basket. Kind of give you an idea of how aggressively a petunia grows. This is 1 plug per basket. We're fixing to have to trim these. All the rest are over there. I don't know why this one's sitting out, but they grow very aggressively, put off all these runners. Beautiful plant, though. A lot of people are against AI, and you know, I think it's got its pros and cons, obviously. I use it to help me decide, you know, we're planting combination baskets and solid colors, and when you have 1,000 different plugs and 10 different varieties to choose from, that can be kind of difficult to do. So I went ahead and it made me this list here. Like, we're doing singles, like we did 7 sunshine baskets, 7 Bisco ball purple, so on and so forth. And then we're doing our combos, and then it's got like 33 baskets total. I think that number's going to change definitely, but and it comes with all these different combinations. And then right here it tells you on our combos, like it calls it sunshine heat. Well, we're going to put one Ray sunshine plug, one Cascade chili, and then one disco ball purple, and that's going to make our sunshine heat combo petunia basket. And then same down here with the Calibracoa. That's something I've been struggling with, figuring out what plants I'm going to put in hanging baskets, what plants do you put in a 6-inch pot, because I'm still trying to read my customer base, because I only have a couple years worth of flower sales really under my belt. I've been selling tomatoes and peppers several years now. I know kind of I know pretty much how to grow those, and also I know, you know, what's going to sell, what's not going to sell. And as far as that goes, peppers and tomatoes, definitely a 4-pack territory. We do some single pots as well, but a lot more flats of tomatoes than anything else. Well, guys, it's now about lunchtime. I think we got 176 petunia and Calibracoa baskets planted this morning. This is what our plugs look like. This is the plugs we still have left. The rest of these are going to be planted in 4-inch pots and 6-inch pots. So we've got 10 trays total. This is the least amount we have. Probably between 300 to 400 plugs we have left. As you see out through here, we have a ton of hanging baskets. Just 176 petunia and Calibracoa. We also have 38 of the sweet potato vine baskets as well. Then you probably can't see these little plants, but these are a annual verbena. So just a ton of seeding and transplanting still to do. For the next four to 5 weeks, up until mid-March, I would say, we're going to make a heavy run at seeding and transplanting things every single week, so that we have an ample supply. I've got a couple different co-ops that have reached out lately, and then I've got a little grocery store chain, just like 3 stores. I think they're going to want to buy some hanging baskets right around April, when we start warming up and people get more in the planting mood. So we're going to wholesale a few hanging baskets, but I'm hoping to mostly retail. I'm trying to spend all my time making reels that I can, and trying to come up with clever ways to just get the word out there that, hey, we've got plants to sell this spring. So I'm trying to put my effort on our Facebook marketing. So it's late afternoon now. Hadn't had any sunshine today, hardly at all. I spent most afternoon after lunch trying to account for our January sales and expenses for the farm and nursery. And then also filing our state sales tax that we had to file monthly, and paying that. And unfortunately, I had to pay them quite a few dollars. But anyways, it's not mine, I guess, so got to pay it anyways. Now I'm working on seeding some peppers that a mouse dug up last week. I've got a lot of more peppers I need to start seeding here shortly. Got my seeds planted, all the tags are labeled and stuff. You'll see a lot of growers use vermiculite or perlite to cover the top of the seed with. I just use potting mix that I already used in general, and kind of get a light coating on top. And I go back through and just smooth it off and water them in good. Put them on the heat mat and cover them up to keep the mice out. All right, I got this flat nicely watered in. It's set up on the heat mat. We've got our heat mat plugged in down there. Now I'm going to take this little cover. Hopefully this will keep the mice off of it, or from running across the top and digging the seed up overnight. Also to hold in a little bit of heat overnight. But pretty much my day's over with at the nursery. In the springtime, I figure I'm going to spend 40 to 50 hours a week. Sometimes 60 to 70, including sale days and things, here at the nursery this spring. So really part-time farmer, full-time nursery man, I guess you could say. But I enjoy it, and it's just part of the cycle of the time of the year. We're getting closer and closer to spring. People are getting in the mood for plants. I saw that Friday when it was beautiful and sunny out and 70. But thank y'all for watching the video. Hopefully I'm going to get more on a regular schedule posting, but I'm doing my best, as busy as I am. And again, if you want to watch more regular content, I post reels all the time on our Facebook page, Dry Bottom Farms Nursery, and then also my page, Aaron Stovall. Thank y'all.